Game playing, you have to stream the boy Victor. And see, I got Trey Young this season. See how we can get done. Oh, 6-1. They on a tour.
So we're gonna wait.
They on a tier.
That look in your eye tonight.
6-1. Oh, they got the space in the boy. Stephon Cass is an attacker and a shooter.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "jazz" along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond to
And just don't let me down.
There are still seats available for upcoming games. Please go to the nearest ticket booth to get yours today. Attention fans.
That was good.
At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of their way to look good and their best. Here was their entrance to the arena earlier on. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the San Antonio Spurs. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at San Antonio, they've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And you know, right now for the Jazz, they're rolling, and we expected that. Lots of talent, the chemistry is there, and so is the unrivaled production.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Wembanyama is out there with Reynolds. Then it's Castle, and it's Young, and it's Ward in at the small forward. And for Utah, we've got George. He's out there with Robinson. Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. And Hendricks in at the 4-man position. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season. Tell you what you're good at, and they tell you also what you need to work.
Sorry about that. Nah.
Young against Robinson. Pass to Hendricks. The layup missed. On offense, here are the Spurs. Here's Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on George, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Now Robinson. Kessler screen on Young. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now. San Antonio shooting their first free throws.
Boy.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
That's a bad first move.
He hits the second from the line. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Wide open look. No good on that one. Outside, George. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Robinson. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
In late.
And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Reynolds. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Now, here is Robinson.
Yo.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Castle. Pass to Young. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Ward. Good on the triple. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Robinson with it.
Yo, bro, they need to run the plays them when me turn it for run.
It's deflected. To the wing on the left. Here's Reynolds. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Young. The rebound by the Jams. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll and they are committed to keeping it going.
Why would you pass that back? It's a shoot, in it.
It's tied up there.
They gonna win that. Minus 7-5.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Ward, good. Ward's got 5.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
You guys are not running any plays I'm saying to run.
Leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. You look at Kessler, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Shea, same could be said about him. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
So it's the Spurs now after Lowry Market misses from long range. Or the pass to Young. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Yeah, come on, my shoe. Yeah, get out my shoe.
Pass to Wembanyama. Young with no one around. That's good.
Oh my fucking God.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just
Awesome. No one do the right thing. No one do the fucking right play.
Now here's Markkinen. Last game out he had 14. Here's Hendricks. Trying to answer back, but that
I'm a jump late.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Grizzlies. Here's Young. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jazz trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna get a good one.
Markkanen finds George. Beyond the arc.
Oh.
Markkanen with the basket on the assist by George.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Castle over George and misses it off the right side of the rim. Markkanen looking it over and out of bounds as
Didn't know that. Why not just run out of the bounds? My players them have no sense, no IQ.
That's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Pass to Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Young. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. With the drive.
He pulls off the Houdini catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Castle. Here's Reynolds. And they call the foul.
Of course, on one. What else can he get apart from that on one?
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Robinson. 33 points last game. Castle's screen on Young. Robinson passes to Hendricks. The 15-footer. Outside for Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. Here's
Score.
Young. Utah with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's Young who brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer.
Okay.
Around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes.
Nah.
Robinson. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
I really don't care this game because all he's doing is bullshit, 2K. All he's doing is bullshit.
And it's sent back by Kessler. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. San Antonio making the switch here. Crawford's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Jazz trailing by 5. Pass to Young. Driving to the basket. Filipowski grabs the board.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Williams kicks to Robinson. There's the pick. To the inside. Richards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on Trea Young.
Team foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right
Let me out.
The first one falls. And the Spurs with some changes. Ramirez, he's checked in for Reynolds. Kisper comes in for Ward. And it's Vassell in for Castle. San Antonio leading by 4. Ramirez passes to Young. Crawford looking over the floor. Fires the three. And the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Robinson. 5 points in the game. Lets the three fly. Drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The three-pointer is right on target.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Outside Robinson. To the middle. Here's Filipowski.
Miss.
Pass to Richards. Right side Robinson. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. He's got 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Young from the arc. The rebound by Richards.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Robinson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter.
It's on me. I got like 7 turnovers.
Young outside. Pass to Ramirez. Now Vassell. Kispert set the pick for Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever
Told
they
you,
get it.
like 7 turnovers.
And one they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Wembanyama. He's checked in for San Antonio. Doherty comes in for Young.
For the Spurs, Wembanyama, Doherty.
To the
I
right
got
side.
it. Don't got the steal.
Pass to Vassell. There's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter. And here's Doherty for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, these teams were not on even ground last year, but no matter what it looks like on paper, we see teams make big turnarounds every season.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Yeah, oh, that's fast.
Down low, here's Robinson.
Pump fake! Pump fake!
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Crawford outside. Here's Vassell. No good on the triple. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Filipowski passes to Robinson. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Wembanyama passes to Doherty. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Right side Robinson over Crawford. And no luck with that time on the buzzer.
Wait a minute, keep. All right. I'm gonna keep on. See that late. How is that late?
Out in front.
All right.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And something else that I like is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
They've got Filipowski. He's out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against New York was outstanding. He scored 33 points, and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. An amazing performance. Probably won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
And early.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Pulls it up. Jordy, no luck.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Wembanyama, a screen. Doherty in the post. Robinson on him. Kispert wide open. He fires. And it falls over the rim and in. Kispert's got his first basket of the night. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. A crossover. Pass to Hendricks. Jazz passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson against Doherty. Got that bucket. Robinson's got 17. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama down low. He's covered by Kessler.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Doherty against Robinson. Here he goes. Victor Wembanyama.
Stop the fuck, man.
Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Kispert, no good. Jazz have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Robinson passes to Filipowski. And here is Robinson. He's got 17. Oh, he jams it right over Corey Kispert. Wow.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And finished off by Doherty.
Vassell has always had great instincts, but those have only improved the last few years. You can see it in his passing.
Reynolds is checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Corey Kispert. That one misses for Doherty. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Miss.
Well, the jump shooting team.
Why that not surprise me?
I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Lots of room. The rebound by the Jazz. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to George. Here's Hendricks. Outside Robinson. Now here's Markkanen. Shoots over Vassell. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Robinson.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Doherty outside. Wembanyama high post. Working on Kessler. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see it coming. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Utah making a change here. Collier's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Crawford's checked in. Outside, George. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Three-pointer, Markkanen. And Reynolds pulls it down.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. It's deflected. Second shot opportunity. Utah leading. Here's Collier. All alone. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Let's go.
Collier's got his first basket. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Reynolds. He's got 5. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Kessler. Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
George looking around. Poked away. Here's Markkanen. Missed inside.
Of course he missed.
For San Antonio,
7 foot and can't go by regular people. Cannot make a basket over regular people.
Every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to George.
Miss.
Shoots. And
Tell you.
Pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And that one falls for Vassell.
Look, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league, is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
The Spurs making a switch here. Young's checked in. Vassell hits them both.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Outside, George. Here's Collier. George finds Richards. Here's Collier. And Reynolds pulls it down. Reynolds, who's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Vassell. Young outside. Count it, number 5 for the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Now, here's George. Not a lot of room. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Vassell outside. Young, a screen on Williams. Vassell buries the long-range jumper. Vassell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Pass to George for 3. And Reynolds pulls it down. Reynolds has got
Of course, we are going on the quarter down by 20.
Wembanyama left side. The kick out to Young. Here's Vassell. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 6. Outside Williams. George finds Markkanen.
Why would you shoot that over Wembanyama?
Pass to Castle.
Let them make a 3.
Off the mark. Utah's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. There's the screen to the paint. Here's Richards. He's off on that one.
Don't get a foul.
Defense by Wembanyama. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. He's checked in for the show.
Breaker dance group.
Left to the wing. Reynolds passes to Ward. Pass to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama sets a screen for Young, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in this second.
Here's Newton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. .157 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Newton. And the 3 ball is good. Newton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Ward. He's got 5. Spurs passing it around. 4 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Wembanyama's got 8. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. Pass to Richards. Here's Collier. 104 left in the first half.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Castle. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Collier. And stolen by Wembanyama. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. That one good for 2.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Newton. Rebound, San Antonio.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Young. That 3 off the mark. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome to the half as we first and something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Jazz.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Man, I got a 30-board rebound game, a 20-30 or 30-30 game. Probably.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Young is out there with Castle. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Reynolds.
Ford
into the 3. Robinson against Young. Robinson passes to Hendricks. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
On its way from Young for 2. Rebounded by the Jazz. Hendricks has got 5 rebounds tonight. We're talking about Trea Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Young pass to Wembanyama.
Why would you give?
Young against Robinson. Young, right side. 6 to shoot. Over Robinson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back here.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Castle. Back to Young. Screen by Young. Wembanyama with it. He's covered by Kessler. Fades and shoots. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Robinson passes to Kessler.
He went with a 2-hander on the slam. You see some muscle,
some urgency from him there. Sure.
You did a good job with Victor right now.
Now Young. Behind a Wembanyama on the wall. Wow.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Jazz have gone 4 for 5 for the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Robinson hits them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Ward. Out to the wing. Here's Castle. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, my
got
fucking...
7 points in the game.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time. There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Wembanyama passes to Reynolds. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Young. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Robinson with it, and Young picks him up.
Fucking
George dishes to Robinson. And the shot is good. Robinson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Worked that one inside nicely.
San Antonio leading by 8. Now, here is Young. 16 points for him.
Nice shot.
Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hendricks. Misses the 3. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Young's shot is off.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And Markkanen on the follow.
Hey, remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Young with the ball. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama.
Come on, Kessler.
Monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Outside.
Nope,
Robinson.
you're taking too long.
Outside for George. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. George has got his second basket of the night.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Reynolds. Pulls up on the elbow. A nice shot by Young. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Hendricks passes to Robinson.
The fuck?
Wembanyama outside. Now, here is Young, guarded by Robinson. Wembanyama passes to Reynolds. The kick out to Young. 4 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Robinson dishes to Markkanen.
Again, with that bullshit.
Outside Robinson. From the baseline. Misses off the right eye.
Why? You're fucking 7 foot.
Inside.
What's that 7 foot for?
Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Jazz.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Young against Robinson. Unloads from 13. And he hits the jump shot. Young's got 20 points.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama for 3. And it's hauled in by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 7. And George kicks to Robinson. Markkanen with it. Over Ward. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Make a shot, bro.
George against Wembanyama. Here's Ward. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him off the court. Get him off the court.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Newton. It's tipped. Stolen by Robinson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Robinson's got 10 points in the quarter.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Goes up and dumps it right on top of Trea Young. Wow!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Got a hand on it. Newton passes to Richards. And foul on the
You
shot.
don't dunk that. What the bumper clock that won the game here?
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Young's shot is good.
Yeah, that's a run past me.
9 points now in just the second half.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Castle. Paxton coming off the assist.
Me bumper clock to play some fucking deep.
3 assists in the game. And here is Robinson. He has 35. Here's Newton. Back to Robinson. To the inside. Lets it go. And good. The friendly bounce on the right side of the rim. Newton's got 5.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Lebowski passes to Robinson.
Nope. The hell?
5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Jazz, number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
The Spurs making a switch here. Kispert's checked in. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to Crawford. Robinson pulls it in, and it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. They get it back. Down low. The shot by Williams, no good. San Antonio leading. Here's Ramirez. Cranes the three-pointer. Ramirez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Pass to Newton. Another miss by Utah.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Back to Robinson. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lebowski passes to Robinson. Bangs home the trifecta. Robinson's got 42 in the game.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Here's Vassell. 12 points for him. Here's Ramirez. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Robinson for the lead.
Me bomba
To Williams. To the middle. Here's Richards. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the lead. Richards his third bucket of the night. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go
bang
down to the wire.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Jazz lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
I gave you the receipt, man. That's why I'm asking. I'm gonna keep the risk. Oh shit!
Here's Castle. They've got Lowry Markkanen, George out there with Robinson. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in a power forward.
Of course, the man make that because I have to pick up your marker. Me bomb buck like Columbia Park. Yo, that's if I play defense. I ain't playing defense for this round. You know, let me ask for the ball.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Jazz.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
To the inside. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
Short trip to the rim.
Pass me the ball, man, yo.
Nice finish.
Outside Robinson, shot to stop the run, and the layup is good. Hendricks has got the game tied up here for Utah.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Vassell. Now here's Kispert. Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Hendricks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. And that one drops for him. Castle's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Robinson, that's good. 44 points for Robinson.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Vassell against George. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Oh, my God.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Castle. Now Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Crawford from the arc. Markkanen pulls it in. Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Robinson, that's good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Pass to Kispert. And here is Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Offensive rebound, and they'll get another chance.
Me blood fire your way.
Outside Robinson.
Come on.
Pass to Hendricks. Over Kispert.
Why? Why?
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Reynolds is checked in for San Antonio. Trea Young comes in for Corey Kispert. Here's Young.
Oh!
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Or he's checked in for the Spurs. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Robinson passes to Markkanen. Count it, good. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And I like that. Markkanen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it.
Wembanyama, a screen on George. Shot from 12. And the basket by Castle.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Now George. Pass to Markkanen. Got a piece of it. And now Young running the floor all by himself.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
George with the screen on up. Robinson dishes to George. Now here is Robinson. Defense right on him. Driving the lane. Markkanen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. San Antonio leading. Young outside. Wembanyama looking it over. Over Kessler. It's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Now here is Robinson. Pass to Hendricks. Robinson with it. Markkanen a screen on Young. Outside, Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Robinson. And they get it back.
Yet another possession they've managed to hold on to. They are really in control on offense.
14 feet away. Young, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Newton passes to Robinson. And is out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And Will Hardy is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Dance defense.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Newton. Clock at 4. From outside the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
And here's Young from the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Robinson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside Robinson to end the cold streak. The rebound by the Spurs.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Really helping as they try and nail the glass.
Man, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Yes, that goes in. Young's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Lets it go from deep. Newton pulls it in.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I think that's the case. Somebody he's up off the three.
Here's Robinson. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making the GA look all too easy right now. Robinson against Young. Launches it. It's good from long range. Young's got 29.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
55 seconds left in the game. Here's Robinson. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And so it's San Antonio with it. 3-point lead. Young with the ball. Robinson picks him up.
And this game belongs to Young right now. And he is simply making everything.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Here's San Antonio. It's a 5-point game and an intentional foul right there. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Robinson for 3. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those frees.
Fires top of the key. The shot comes out. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season. Some nights, the shots don't fall. You let these guys like the beam.